we will see you at halftime. Enjoy the first half of Eagles-Rams.
This has been the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff. Geico proudly presents the Sunday Night Anthem.
A perfect Sunday night for football.
It's time to go to work.
Trust the man next to you. First down to the last. Let's go.
And 3, 2, resolve.
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The tough get rough in a primetime fight. More than a game, it's everything's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night. All right, what a night, it's finally here. Sunday night football's kicking into high gear. The stars have arrived, come on, get up and cheer. Hey Jack, it's a fact, the show's back in town. Eagles and the Rams in a nasty showdown. The stadium's rocking, time to crank up the sound. The NFL's best have come to play. Coast to coast, there's just one thing left to say. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The tough get rough in a primetime fight. More than a game, it's everything's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night.
Stafford throws, gets caught for the touchdown. Oh, wow.
That's unbelievable.
Waiting all day. Waiting all day for Sunday
The Sunday before Thanksgiving in beautiful Southern California, and we are in Inglewood at spectacular SoFi Stadium, the home of the surging Los Angeles Rams. Led by their Super Bowl winning quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and facing off against Saquon Barkley in the 8-2 Philadelphia Eagles on NBC's Sunday Night Football.
Look at this game tonight. These are two red-hot teams that are about to make a statement. Whoever comes out of this one with a win.
Rams defense has their hands full, of course. They have to deal with Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense. Hurts just one of the many big names and stars out here tonight in LA. Looking forward to a good one as we get ready for the Thanksgiving week. It is the Eagles and the Rams, and we've got it for you next on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Sean McVay on the right. We'll get to Nick Sirianni on the left first. With the Commanders losing, the Eagles are up 3 in the loss column. They have a commanding lead in the division if they get the victory here tonight. On the other side for Sean McVay, the Rams with a win will join Seattle and Arizona 6-5, very tightly packed NFC West. It's probably going to come down to the very end of the season. We mentioned some Eagle fans here in SoFi Stadium tonight. Plenty of LA representation, including UCLA Bruin, LA resident, part of the gold medal winning U.S. gymnastics team this summer in Paris, Jordan Giles. Getting the Rams fans going here tonight. Philly won the toss and deferred, so the Rams are going to get it first here tonight. Kickoffs are handled by the punter, Braden Mann. Been doing that all year for Philadelphia. The Rams are sending back Xavier Smith and Jordan Whittington to receive. So, two teams that are pretty hot. Birds have won 6 in a row. The Rams have won 4 out of 5. Rams won in Foxborough last week. Eagles beat the Washington Commanders last Thursday, so we'll see if the extra rest helps them. Teams met here last year, an Eagles victory. What do we have in store tonight? Off we go from SoFi. And Smith will take a knee. Rams offense gets it to 30. Here they are. Williams trying to take it to the outside. He gets tagged down, lost the football. Ruled it down. Ruled no fumble and down. The initial indication from the down judge, Tom Steffen. This might be out. Let's look close here, Chris.
That ball is definitely
After reviewing the play, the ruling is fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Philadelphia.
Eagles ball, our three-time Super Bowl referee, our analyst Terry McCauley with us. Terry, what about honoring the flag even though the officials didn't see it in time?
Yeah, Mike, as long as he releases it into the field of play before the snap, it counts, and replay assist can help with that, which
So
they did here.
It doesn't have to hit the ground, just be in the air and released.
Yes, Chris. Yep.
And they got it right, and the Eagles have it. And here comes Saquon Barkley, spinning and turning. Physical running he's done all year. Gain of 6 for Barkley, so that ends a very good Rams start to the drive. The Williams fumble and gives the ball to Jalen Hurts, who in this 6-game win streak, taking great care of the ball. A couple of turnovers, only 1 interception, and completing 70% of his passes. 4th full year as the Eagles starter for Hurts. 2nd-round pick in 2020. 6 for Barkley. Devontae Smith, big headline for the Eagles on offense tonight. The tight ends will be involved. Dallas Goedert's got a first down right at the 28-yard line as he grabs it for the 18th time this season. C.J. Uzomah active for the Eagles. Called up for the practice squad. He was the man in motion. Hurts has some space. He'll fire instead on the run. A.J. Brown for the first down. Brown leads this team in receiving yards.
They are all big and strong and physical.
Yeah, to your point at the top, you just look at Brown, Saquon. And Hurts we know about over the years. Protected here, lofting for Brown, coming across the other way. Lost the linebacker's space. And you hear all the Philly fans roaring, gain of 18. Back-to-back first downs for Philadelphia. Nias Smith, the rookie out of Texas A&M, the motion man. Barkley, left side, with blocking. Puts his head down and gets to the 27-yard line. But Barkley, who started the week the same number of attempts as Derrick Henry, who was leading the league, and is 48 yards behind Henry. Jahan Dotson in motion, design run for Hurts. Runs over Barkley on his way into the red zone. Philly will have it 1st and 10 at the Rams' 18-yard line. First down, and Barkley again. Runs of 8 and 6 and 8. As Saquon's off to a good start at the 10-yard line.
But there's a lot of people who can run behind that kind of blocking there.
Barkley looking to bounce this one to the outside. He's chopped down. It looks like he's going to fall far enough forward for the first down. This from 21. No problem. No jinx, no problem. Knocks it through for the first point of this one. The Rams turnover turns into 3. The Eagles open the scoring on this Sunday night. $5.5 billion to build this stadium. Opened in September of 2020. It's year 5 and year 4 with fans inside enjoying it. Touchback. Rams have it at the 30 against the Philadelphia defense.
Nolan Smith, Georgia. Jordan Davis, Mallard Creek High School. Jalen Carter, Parker, Florida. Josh Sweat, Florida State.
Kobe Dean, the University of Georgia.
Jack Vaughn, Wisconsin. Big Clay Slade, Charleston High School.
Cooper DeJean, Iowa. Seedy, Florida.
Reed Blankenship, Middle Tennessee State.
Quinyon Mitchell, Wilson, Florida.
And the good news for the Eagles and their fans is that both Blankenship and Slay, injured a couple of plays ago, are back on the field. Rams moved it nicely on the opening drive. Stafford had a sprint to get it to Kyren Williams. Gets the ball right back in his hands and gains 3 yards to the 33. Well, Chris, Vic Fangio, been around a long time. A couple of decades as defensive coordinator, different places. Head coach for the Broncos from 2019 to 21. Now the Eagles defensive coordinator and doing a terrific job. Year 2, 5th-round pick. Stafford throws to Cooper Kupp. Out of bounds. Good matchup, too. Good, sexy matchup. The wide receivers of the Rams, corners of the Eagles. Stafford hit as he throws. That pass was incomplete as he got pressured from Milton Williams. Chris, there are a lot of big names on this defensive front, but Milton Williams has jumped out to you getting ready for this one. Cup so often in motion. The move man there. Stafford throws it away. He knew Cup and Nacua were not open right away. Felt the pressure and got rid of it. Brandon Graham, the veteran, still going for the Eagles. Had the pressure. Stafford, end zone, incomplete. Jackson from the Rams St. Louis days, when Kyron was growing up in the Midwest. Eagles will take over at the 30. Let's meet their offense.
Jalen Hurts, Rose Sooners.
Saquon Barkley, Penn State.
A.J. Brown, Ole Miss. Jahan Dotson, 610. Dallas Goedert, South Dakota State.
Brian Calcaterra, SMU.
Jordan Mailata, just Outland University.
Landon Dickerson, Alabama. Cam Jurgens, Nebraska. Mekhi Becton Sr., Holland Springs High School.
Lane Johnson, Oklahoma.
Sixth game for this starting offensive line. They were reunited last week when Mailata came back from a hamstring injury, and that's what this group has done together. 150-plus rushing yards, multiple touchdowns. Each of the last 5 games have to go back to the 88 Bengals last time that's happened.
There you go.
I thought that was a passing unit.
Hickey and James Brooks.
Okay. Here goes Hurts in the 30. Corner pressure by Lake, picked up. Lake stays with it. He outlets it to Barkley. And Saquon turns what could have been a sack into a gain of 4. Eagles a field goal. Rams respond with a touchdown. And after 1, here at SoFi, it's Rams 7, Eagles 3. Tonight's SNF sites are provided by Nationwide. Take you on a tour of Grand Central Market, downtown LA, opened over a century ago. Brings together cuisines and cultures. Blends so well here in Los Angeles. Rams 7, Eagles 3, second quarter set to begin. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, our rules analyst. As we all get set for a very busy week. Thanksgiving coming up. We'll have a game for you. Miami and Green Bay at Lambeau on Thanksgiving night. And then next Sunday night, San Francisco and Buffalo. So fun and busy times. Great football time of the year. Barkley, another run for Saquon. Ankle tackle at the 44. Missing the game with a hamstring. Barkley inside. Now for hard yard. Pressure on Brayton. Man up the middle. He just got rid of it. Good pressure on man. 54 on the kick. Xavier Smith with some space. Gets 10 yards on the return to the 20-yard line. Wow, Rams were coming right down the middle on man. This is a turkey farm right before Thanksgiving. Will we just present that for, oh dear, visual amusement. We wish those turkeys well.
Now, who has that role on our staff?
What, they bringing the turkey out? Yeah, man. There you go. Play action, Stafford, lofting to Nacua. Oh, almost came up with it. Gain Darius Slay, a great battle. Nacua came down hard. Pass incomplete. Really good matchup tonight. So 3rd and 4, and Stafford on the run throws. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Cooper Kupp. And the rookie DeJean right over there. He has impressed everyone around the league after a terrific career at Iowa.
Slot, inside kind of wide receivers, and dominated on that one.
Ethan Evans to punt it for the Rams. Britton Covey reactivated after he missed about a couple of months with the fair catch there. So Saquon Barkley in the offense comes back on the field. Acquisition from the Giants, the missing piece on this team. And you see the rushing yards. Most of the 10-game span in Eagles history. We're talking 9+ decades. And the yards from scrimmage I mentioned before, leading the league 8 games with 100+. When you talk about a veteran coming to a new team, Marshall Faulk, Eric Dickerson type impact as he has arrived. And is he the missing piece to a very complete team, Chris? It's right there with Minnesota, tied for the 2nd best record in the league if they win tonight in the conference, behind the Lions, who have only lost once this year.
Well, we saw it a week ago, too, that sometimes you can kind of get lulled to sleep with him because it takes this entire offense into the second half to really get it going.
To the right from the 36. Strong. The stiff arm. Hurts. Going to escape and take off and get the first down and more. Jalen Hurts pushed out of bounds by Quentin Lake, right around the 46-yard line. That's 11.
Philadelphia.
3rd and 4. Hurts has some time and throws complete to Brown. A.J. threw a tackle. Brown on the run inside the 20. First down at the 13-yard line. Give him, let's see if he's okay. Yep, he is. Give him 27 yards and a Philadelphia first down. It is Elliott for another short field goal. Good from 21. Good catch on the snap. And good from 31 yards as well. Braden Mann did a nice job to get that down. Rams did a good job limiting the Eagles in the red zone to a field goal. 1-point game here in Southern California. It'll be a touchback and take over at the 30-yard line.
They need something here to control the ball until halftime.
Kyron Williams with the run. He is brought down by Nakobe Dean, the linebacker, and lost about a half yard on that one. No gain, 2nd and 10. Draw. Williams, nothing. Moro Ajuma, the second-year man out of Texas. Part of that defensive front. The rotation sets up 3rd and long. Bringing 4. Graham hits Stafford. Brandon Graham, 36 years old, in game 206, more than any Eagle ever, comes up with a sack.
He put Tom Brady on the ground to win that Super Bowl. Comes up again.
Evans' kick is 48 yards. Burton Covey back in the lineup. Good return man. Takes it for about 8 yards. He'll be down at the 38-yard line. As the kids say, he's been doing it for more than a minute. Past Chuck Bednarik, most seasons in Philadelphia. He's seasoned, but he's still good. Brandon Graham.
I love Wicked. I saw the play. I'm sophisticated.
Everybody's going to be loving the movie. Talking about people singing along in the theaters, all that stuff. So, you know, my family got their tickets. It's a Friday afternoon. Gotta check it out. Barkley on Sunday night, gain of 11. And Saquon takes it right near midfield in the first down for the Eagles, trailing by 1. So it's officially a gain of 9. It's 2nd and inches. And Dotson has to go backwards to make the catch and get the first down right across midfield for the Eagles. Jahan Dotson. They made the trade with Washington at the end of preseason. 3:10 until the half. Woo. Barkley up the middle. Spun down by Omar Spates, the undrafted rookie out of LSU, but big chunks of yards to start this drive. No rush over 10 yards, and he has 61. Keeps his balance here. And there's a rush of 11 yards. Look out, hard hit. The audio and camera folks on the sideline, some of our team. Hope everybody's okay. Barkley right near the 30-yard line. He's going to get a breather here. First down. As we hit the 2-minute warning, Eagles get the ball to start the second half. So trying to double up here. What has been, as advertised, hard hitting. The battle. A couple of playoff teams last year trying to do it again. 7-6 Rams at the 2-minute warning.
Coming up, Toyota halftime, Green Bay blew out the shorthanded Niners. Can San Francisco rebound? And the Dolphins and Packers are rolling into Thanksgiving night. Mike?
And Maria will be rolling into Lambeau coming up on Thanksgiving night. Look forward to that. We'll see you with the gang at halftime. Jason Garrett back in the studio. Jason will join me in Lambeau with Melissa for Packers and Dolphins. And then our group back together Sunday night in Orchard Park for the Niners and the Bills. 2nd and 10 for Hurts. Complete for 5 to Goddard. Bring up 3rd and 5 here. Hurts directing A.J. Brown. 5 in the pattern. Taken off. Right at the line. Ball in the left hand as he was going out of bounds. The mark at the 20 is a first down for Philadelphia. Rams still in 2 timeouts to use if they want to try to get the ball back. Hurts looking left, covered. Now making it up. On the run, he fires sideline. See if they're in bounds with Barkley. Yes. inside the 10. Barkley inbounds at the 7. Johnny Wilson, the man in motion. Hurts looking left. With end zone, touchdown E.J. No, he couldn't hang on. Brown could not hang on. The hit by Quentin Lake knocked it out. 3rd and goal.
You could see Brown trying to work his feet, and yet his hand got knocked off the ball right before that other foot got down in the ground.
This is close because it's 1, 2, and the punch comes out. That might be a touchdown. Let's hang on here a second. Catch 1, 2.
Ruling on the previous play.
3.
Is under review.
Yeah. Terry McCauley, is that a touchdown?
Absolutely, Mike, it's a touchdown. He gets control, 2 feet down in bounds, and he takes that additional step fully on the field, fully down on the ground before the ball comes out. This should be a touchdown.
If it was in the field of play, it would be a fumble. But it's in the end zone, so that last act means it could be a touchdown. Come right back.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is touchdown.
As Terry told you right before the break, Terry, that 3rd step, it gets him in the end zone for a touchdown, and a good job to turn that one over, and Brown gets his 4th touchdown on the season. No touchdowns his last 4 games played, so the Eagles extend the lead out to 12-7. Doesn't take away the good play that Lake made. It was just truly a step too late. Jake Elliott. 13-7. Philadelphia Rams have a timeout and a $1:27. Try to get something back. And we'll be right back at SoFi in 30 seconds.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog. Made by vets and delivered right to your door, precisely portioned for your dog's needs. It's an idea whose time has come.
From the heart of Big Ten country, we remind you the season wraps up this weekend. Nebraska, Iowa on Black Friday. And then up the coast in Eugene, it's Washington taking on #1 Oregon. Final Big Ten Saturday night of the season on NBC and Peacock. We look at the International Surfing Museum in Huntington Beach. Hope you stayed up late last night. USC and UCLA in the Rose Bowl, won by the Trojans. Been a great sports weekend here in Los Angeles. Chris took in the Laker game last night, right?
I did. It was fun.
Not bad. Big time right there with the celebrities who are on hand. Speaking of the celebs, in the house here tonight, Will Arnett, great Smartless podcast. Among his many, many talents, Rob McElhaney, who helped get us going here on Sunday Night Football tonight. Eagles fan, big time, Bradley Cooper. So often around when the Birds are around. There's LeBron, who had a good game last night for the Lakers, turns 40 on December 30th. Kevin Hart worked a little mini slider in
the second half as well.
Pressure, Nakobe Dean up the middle, gets to Stafford. Kyron Williams couldn't keep him out. Dean gets his 3rd sack.
I have not seen this many people get run over in one game. Certainly Saquon and that running game contributing.
Ethan Evans gets rid of it quick. It's the sideline. Covey till they're ready to get out of the way because we're getting decent field position. This might be around the 35 or so. Let's see where it will be stopped. A long march. 33-yard line. Comfortably in range. Empty out the backfield here. And Hurts throws it in the middle. Incomplete. Rams trying to jump that and did with a flag. They'll say Lake was too soon and the ball will be just shy of midfield. This one's close.
Pass interference. Defense number 37. First down is the start of the foul.
Three to the left, one to the right. We'll see if the Eagles bring A late rusher. Stafford has to step up, and so much for any of that as Josh Sweat sacks Matthew Stafford. And Philadelphia's defense, 3 3-and-outs to end the first half, plus that sack. They set a tone in the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, Warren McClendon's having a really tough time over there on that right tackle spot, too.
Here's Melissa with Nick Sirianni.
Nick, your defense has held the Rams to just 7 points. How do you continue that pressure in the second half?
We got to keep getting pressure on the quarterbacks. It's a really good group. You know, great skill players, great coach, and great quarterback. So we got to keep getting the pressure on them.
And your offense finally got in the end zone a couple minutes ago. What started working?
You know, I mean, we've had 4 drives, and 3 of them we scored points. We just got to finish in the red zone.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Defense limited the Rams, negative yards in the second quarter. Eagles get the ball. They lead by 6. Toyota halftime coming up with Maria Taylor.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Enjoy the second half.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places. Tonight's first half replay is presented by Progressive.
Stars out here tonight, looking forward to a good one. It is the Eagles and the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Williams, yeah, lost the football. And you hear all the Philly fans roaring. Hits Stafford, an end zone, touchdown Egypt. There you go.
Does your coverage need a replay? See if you can save with Progressive.
Ball belongs to Philadelphia starting the third quarter. The lead does as well, 13-7 as we check in on tonight's buzz, powered by AWS. Rams had a good first quarter, but a poor second one, and the -6 yards is the second fewest in a quarter under Sean McVay. As for the Eagles' defense, 7 points or fewer in the first half for the 4th straight game. Got to go back some 16 years the last time that happened. And Saquon Barkley, 16 for 89 in the touches and yards after contact, most of them, and it's a guy who has gained more yards than expected, more than half of his carries. That's a season high. Sets the tone. And don't forget that game. We got to do the trophy presentation after being on the field to watch that wrap up. What a moment. That offense and their adjustments will wait. It's the Eagles beginning at their own 30 with Saquon Barkley as the running back. And you said it, Chris. Big opening. Barkley let loose. Saquon will take it the distance. Touchdown. Terrific blocking up front. And Barkley goes 70 to extend the lead. Already a 143-yard rushing night for Saquon Barkley.
Didn't take long in the second half, did it? He's averaging 7.5 yards per carry in the second half, and that number just went up.
Jake Elliott, the extra point. 20-7. The second longest rushing touchdown in Saquon Barkley's 7-year career.
So the adjustment was they were going to bring Michael Hoyt up and do a 5-man line. We're going to stop Saquon with a 5-man line. And on the very first play, led by Landon Dickerson's block, it was gone. Watch Dickerson come out here onto this second level and just get rid of Hoyt and then plant Omar Speights, and Saquon did the rest.
One foot in the ground, the move, and Chris, it is that back with the power and the acceleration still to keep the music going. And 146 rushing last week, he's got 143. That's a good drive for a quarterback. I hand it to you, I watch it go 70.
I mean, it's not very often a team can put together a running game that's intimidating, that has big play possibilities out of the running game. Wow.
So it is 20-7. Man's kickoff will be a touchback. And the Rams have got to dig out of a bigger hole now. Will take over at their own 30-yard line. The feeling is different. Kyren Williams have a response. He lost the football. Welcoming the Eagles to town on this Sunday night. Slay walked off under his own power. Brandon Graham in the backfield. Comes up with a big play again. That is twice that Graham wants a sack, and that tackle for loss has come up huge here tonight. Stafford about to get hit again. That pass incomplete. Graham from behind that ball is ruled an incomplete pass. And Blankenship stops. He was about to get hit by Alaric Jackson.
On the field is incomplete pass.
Rams are desperate for points. Eagles have turned up the intensity. Stafford fires end zone. Towards Cup. Through his hands. Incomplete. Kyren Williams the back. He's got it. Fighting for a yard. A whole bunch of big folks in there on NBC. The John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Year 3 of that. So looking forward to it. Touchback. Philly gets it to 30. Chris.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart 4K Skycam and the offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles getting it done. On the left side, Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson just continuing to push people off the ball. The right side, Jurgen Specht and Johnson. And it is just stay on your guy. You'll hear coaches say, just push somebody one more time. Just get one hand on that guy, because with number 26 in the backfield, he's going to figure it out. He will crack the code. You guys just stay on your guys. And that's exactly what's been happening all season long for this Eagles offense.
An offensive line just set the tone for the Eagles over really this last 5-year stretch, and continuing to do it this year. Hurts first down throw is A.J. Brown able to come up with it, and a gain of a dozen. Melissa.
Mike, over the Eagles week 5 bye, Jordan Mailata and Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson, they all went together and met with head coach Nick Sirianni, and their message, we need to get back to our identity, running the ball. Jordan told me they needed to remember their roots and make sure that Coach knew he could rely on the guys up front. And I asked Jordan if he thought that meeting was the catalyst for the Eagles' 6-game win streak. He said the ball was already rolling. We just gave it a push.
Those guys can give it a push. They are strong and tough and good. And now leading the way from that guy. Barkley, who looks rejuvenated and getting better every snap. Nice first down run of 7 for.
He's got a special group in front of him, and arguably the 2 best tackles in football.
Averaging 10 yards a carry, buoyed by that 70-yard touchdown. Only a couple there, but if they get to the 48, it will be. Yep, they were just short. Everybody crowding in. Hurts. They try to go over the top and get him. Sneaks right under it for a first down and a gain of 3. Jared Verse went airborne. Come. Hurts trying to escape. Hoyt couldn't get to him. Flag is down as Hurts skips his way to a first down at the 25-yard line. And we got a couple of flags. We got one where Hurts escaped, but we also have one on the opposite side of the field. Thus far tonight.
Both teams, and they will set. Illegal contact, defense number 14.
Really no pressure. We talk about the patience of Barkley. Hurts is back there just weaving his way around for big play after big play. They have to keep blitzing though.
Durant just left the game. Ahkello Witherspoon, bottom of your screen is the corner that came in. Pressure comes, screen set up. Barkley's got blockers. Barkley has the first down and more. There goes Barkley again inside the 15-yard line. 31 on the screen for Barkley. Kobe Durant went off to the locker room when Witherspoon came on for this Rams defense that gives up that 3rd and 10. And the Eagles back in the red zone. Gainwell inside. It is Gainwell to the end zone. Philadelphia touchdown. First of the season for Kenneth Gainwell. and back-to-back 70-yard touchdown drives to start the second half.
Well, Gainwell in the game last week popped a couple of traps and tight end whams to really turn that game at the end. And you know, he's the guy that squats like 700 pounds. So these two running backs, good luck trying to get them on the ground, but this offensive line is just taking over.
Jake Elliott adds the extra point. The Philadelphia Eagles offense is alive. Touchdowns on 3 of their last 4 drives. The Barkley screen on 3rd and 10, picked up 31. He needed a break. Gainwell said, I'll take it in for 6. 27-14. Philadelphia flying high.
You gotta do the surgery there. You gotta do the surgery.
I'm gonna go for the best hospital in Oregon, not the 3rd best. How about that? So, touchback here, and the Rams will take over at the 30.
So what's happening with Jalen Carter tonight? All the attention in my prep was on this guy, and apparently the Rams prep too. He has been double teamed at a career high rate of 79%. 19 times he's rushed the passer, double teamed 15 times. The next gen stats are tough.
Here's Stafford communicating. I'm in the pistol. That throws high and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Davis Allen. Stafford a little frustrated here. 3rd and 3. It's Kupp. Oh, he's hit hard by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It's a fumble. It's where the ball went out of bounds, and it's shy of the first down. So C.J. Gardner-Johnson, make sure they rule it a catch. It would be 4th and 1 if they go.
I'm just going to tell you one thing. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is a bad man. He's a bad. We've seen him put some hits on people this year. They take your breath away.
12, it'll be a run. Williams spins away from 1 tackle for loss, but runs into a few others. It's a shame you can't have an official score and give Brandon Graham the credit there, because he's the one who charged into the backfield again. This is 3rd and 3 for the Rams. Stafford throwing. Nakua broken up by Zach Baun. Flag down for a hold on the Rams.
Holding. Offense, number 50. Penalties decline. 4th down.
Interesting they declined. I wonder if they're going to go for it on 4th and 3 here. Like, no, we didn't mean to do that. But when the offense came out, like, hey, wait a minute.
That's what I thought, too.
So it's 3rd and 13 for the Rams. And Stafford trying to escape, not going to do it. That's Milton Williams in there for the 2nd time tonight. And the Eagles' pressure comes alive. That is 4 sacks for Philly in the first 3 quarters. LA had 2nd and 1 at the 12 and end up with a 47-yard field goal attempt from Carty. Missed it right. That's the 3rd straight game with a missed field goal by Carty. He had missed 2 in his first 8 games. So a drive that looked like it was knocking on the door, making this a 1-score game, instead ends with a missed field goal. Ball back to Hurts in the offense, plus 13. Back-to-back weeks for us here. Chargers last week. Chargers play the Monday night game, the Harbaugh Bowl tomorrow night. The Ravens and the Chargers. A good one. Saquon Barkley running to the left and gets to the 42-yard line. So we were talking about this sequence of events with declining the penalty and then accepting the penalty. So here is how it played out. 4th and 3, and we've put these 2 shots in sync, just so you know, and that's when the Rams already had the offense out. And he said, I'm going to take the penalty. You see, the Rams were clearly showing that they were ready to go for it on 4th down. And they got stuck with it. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. Rams in desperate need of a stop here at the end of the 3rd quarter. They bring pressure and Hurts, and throws. A.J. Brown's got it. Look out. There goes Brown. Brought down at the 30-yard line. gain of 28 to end the quarter. A quarter where the Eagles offense continues to roll. Hurts to Brown. One more time. It's a 100-yard receiving night for A.J. Eagles 27, Rams 14 after the third quarter. Tonight's SNF sites are provided by Nationwide. It was built in the 1930s. The Queen Mary was a transatlantic luxury liner. Troop ship as well during World War II. Now, Stockton, Long Beach. It's a hotel, dining, entertainment destination. Some top shelf stuff back there for a little post game. Fourth quarter here at SoFi. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth. Next Sunday night we'll see Buffalo in person.
Oh, forgot about
Second
Buffalo.
and 8. You're welcome. Goddard catch at the 22-yard line. So a deep run. He does it all the time, isn't he? Inside run here. Barkley's got the first down inside the 20-yard line.
That just beats you down.
Toss Barkley. They brought in the fullback, and Barkley dances to the outside to get to the 11-yard line. Ben Van Sumeren came in to help lead the way, and there is Howie Roseman. As we said, quarter century, various roles with the Eagles, and has put together some really good pieces using every lever. Draft, free agency, the development of players like a Jordan Mailata, but that one has really been a home run.
And you feel like you're watching like somebody put a submission hold on somebody else. It just, the pressure just keeps wearing you down until you just run out of fight.
Barkley. 7-yard line. Boy, this Jalen Hurts season has been really good again on the ground. We'll use the Philly themes. Why not? They never get old. And the career numbers, 52 career rushing touchdowns. Third most by quarterback Josh Allen, who we'll see next week. And Cam Newton are 2-1. And those 15 games with multiple touchdowns. That's more than any quarterback in the history of the league. And climbing those steps the last few weeks. 9 rushing touchdowns. Just take that slice. It ties Johnny Lujak for the most by a quarterback. So 26-yard field goal attempt. Elliott's made 2, and he's 3 for 3. Evenly spaced out, 5-yard increments. A 21, a 26, and a 31. And the lead is 16. Rivalries or playoffs, so for those watching involved in that, good luck. And enjoy the ride this weekend. First kick return of the night for the Rams. Xavier Smith has it and gets across the 32 to 33. Chris. And we'll take a look at the Eagles, presented by SoFi. The Eagles turnaround looks like a Wawa if you're going into Philadelphia, right? Well, get a hoagie and you say, hey, by the way, the points are down. Defense is good. It's been tasty on this end, too, with the defense. Number 1 in the league in yards allowed per game. And the wake up, no more big plays, down to 25, 20-plus yard plays. Josh Sweat back on the field, got that foot taped, the blitz is picked up. Stafford thrown to Nakua, Cooper to G was right there in his way. Terrific coverage from the rookie out of Iowa. Such glowing comments everybody you talked to over the years about Cooper. 49 to go, still a 2-possession game. Kyren Williams stopped up there. The run was good early for the Rams. It has been thwarted here in the second half by Philly. Nakua on the move. Stafford, pass deflected and incomplete. Rodgers was setting his sights on a pick and 6.
I'll tell you, I know we haven't talked about Quinyon Mitchell a lot in this one, but what a break the Philadelphia Eagles caught.
4th down conversion in 2 tries. Cup got bumped on the way out. Going to get the pass anyway. He'll gain about 2 yards. And DeJean sliding over there again. Come back to DeJean for a second. Chris, everyone we were talking about, him, the word back from Iowa was Kirk Ferentz said he could play quarterback for us. This guy played everywhere, such a good athlete. And because he was hurt in the offseason, he wasn't ready to jump right into the lineup. But, boy, now that he's in there, he's going to be there for a while.
Yeah, he only got a little bit of time in training camp, and they got to the bye week and basically said, look, he's one of our best. We got to get him in there and just live with the growing pains, and there hasn't been any growing pains.
Stafford retreating, put it up for grabs, incomplete. As the pressure was on and the communication of who was going to break deep. Eagles were back there trying to get a pick, and we've got 3rd and 9. Brandon Graham comes out for Philadelphia, talking to him, the training staff. It's 3rd down, it's Nacua. Hard tackle, Isaiah Rodgers starts it. The flag, though, comes down. Eagles are trying to say it's OPI, offensive pass interference. We'll see what the call is.
That's exactly what it's going to be.
Pass interference. Offense number 17. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Correct call. So ball back at the 41-yard line for 3rd and 19. Eagles bringing 4. Stafford in trouble. Ball out. As once again Milton Williams was there. The center, Bo Limmer, falls on it. But Milton Williams, that's the 3rd time he's found himself in the backfield making a play.
Immediate pressure is what forced Matthew Stafford to pull that ball down.
Recovery the fair catch. So this is one of those games when we go back and watch the film, then you'd appreciate how good Carter's been tonight.
No doubt.
Eagles hitting on all cylinders. As you get set to shop for the holidays. Shopping on all cylinders this weekend. Such a favorite week of ours. Thanksgiving night, we're with you. Tua and the Dolphins on a roll against Jordan Love and the Packers, who look good today. Lambeau on Thanksgiving night, look forward to that. And then Sunday, Orchard Park to see Christian McCaffrey and the Niners, who are really running out of time to piece a healthy team together. Josh Allen and the Bills, a couple weeks to enjoy their victory over Kansas City. Orchard Park will be rocking. We'll be there to start December on Sunday Night Football, 1 week from tonight. From the 9, the drive begins. Barkley the run to the 15-yard line, gain of 6.
All right, when we talked about power at the top of the show, it was these 2 guys. Jalen Hurts, 600 pounds from High College. Kidding me? And Saquon Barkley at 585 says, yeah, that's the way you do it, about 6 times. So we're just going to go up and down. That bar is a steel bar that's bending like that. And these guys are making defenses bend in the exact same way.
2nd and 4. Gave him a couple for Barkley.
They have been so good at this.
There you go. Good call, Chris. Good call, Chris. Good call, Nick Sirianni.
Offside. Defense number 95. 5-yard penalty. Results for the 1st down.
Sean hoping for the hard count head bob here.
But they give you that little bit of motion, right, on the outside with Dallas Goedert and just make you flinch. I don't think in any way, shape, or form they were going for that. I just don't. They're going to want to be more physical. They're going to want to pound the football, pound you on the defensive side. But for Saquon Barkley and what he's accomplished here tonight, 220 yards from scrimmage, 3rd time in his career with that. But this was his 1st time over 200 yards of total offense since 2019. So, milestone.
And he's 6 yards shy of a career high for rushing yards. And he's got it, and he's got more. And he's going to go all the way. What a night. What a season. What a player. 55 rushing yards and his second 70-plus yard touchdown run.
You get all the linemen and the tight ends going to the left. You have the threat of Jalen Hurts going the other way, and you have the speed of Saquon Barkley when he gets in space. And this looks like a replay of what happened against Washington.
Yep.
Washington's hanging in there, fighting their tails off, just battling and battling. And Saquon just nails them with one big run after another.
Tonight, it's one of the top 10 rushing performances in a game in the history of the National Football League. Adrian Peterson has the record for rushing yards in a game with 296. Tonight, Saquon Barkley, 255. 255. Wow. Holy moly, 255, the Eagles rushing record for the franchise that was founded in 1933, 92nd season, and 300 total yards for Saquon Barkley. 37-14, the ninth highest rushing total in a single game by a player in NFL history. To the 32-yard line. The Rams are going to drop to 5-6. That is only a game out in the NFC West. Logjam in the division. 2-6-5, 2-5-6. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning here. It's 37-14.
How about Saquon Barkley, number 26, has shown off not just his moves inside the hole, not just the quickness, throw the left jab out there and knock down the linebacker, get in a little space, turn on the Jets. He has simply done it all, and this was a very good Philadelphia Eagles defense. It was very good Philadelphia Eagles offense. But you throw in Saquon Barkley, it's a different team. Mike, this is a different team. This is a team with a very legitimate chance to win it all this year.
He already is closing in on a 2,000-yard rushing season. He's only, do the math, he's 608 yards shy of a 2,000-yard rushing season. We're talking a half dozen games to do that. Of course, those who like to participate in the MVP conversation before Thanksgiving will move Barkley to the top of that conversation. I prefer not to, so I'll let everybody else do it.
Just tell everybody you're a Lamar Jackson guy.
It's just a circular. He continues to battle. He continues to throw it at a high level. Nakua couldn't pull that in. They will go for two. It's a fake, and it's an over-the-top throw behind Nakua. And the conversion's no good with 1:07 remaining. Take two on this onside kick. Got the bounce, and that time, instead of batter, he was catcher. And Goddard ends it for the night. For you baseball fans at home.
Impressive. Impressive.
But this is the time of year, Chris, right? You say every time in October, hey, look, that first month of the season.
Don't pay attention. Doesn't mean anything. He's going to carry your back.
Not a chance. Our entire team, Mike Black, Mark Amento, Brandon Glass with us, Wade Junko as well. Great booth team. Saw a very, very good performance by one of the excellent teams in the NFL here tonight. Strong performance by the Eagles. Big Dom with a handshake for Sean McVay as well. And a 37-20 Philadelphia win to improve the Eagles to 9-2. And the Rams fall to 5-6. As that final Rams touchdown made the score closer and made some folks who are in the addition business happy. We have the Chevrolet postgame coming up from Los Angeles in just a moment after Jalen Hurts and the Eagles get it done on Saquon Barkley's dominant top 10 all-time NFL rushing performance tonight. Chevrolet postgame after these messages.